guys, Mandy here. I owe everybody an explanation. I feel like I do anyway. Maybe I don't, but all of you subs and members have a very special place in my heart. And yeah, I feel that you guys, I owe you an explanation. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, as you guys can probably tell, my energy has not been very, it's not normal. And I'm really, look at my hands shaking. This has been a regular for me for the past 2 weeks. I feel like there's 1,000 pounds on my chest at any given moment. My stomach is in a constant knot. I force food down because I've been exercising, so I absolutely have to. And really the exercise, I think, is the only thing that I look forward to right now. And I feel like my energy is literally affecting my reality, my 3D world. Because I've had so much anxiety showing up to do my work. That, I don't know, things are happening unexpectedly, like getting called into work last night, or that stupid thunderstorm last week, or not having internet, whatever it is. It's interfering specifically when I plan things. It's getting ridiculous. It is getting freaking ridiculous because, and it's frustrating me a lot because I'm letting you all down. And you can tell me that I'm not letting you down and that you guys understand, but no, I'm freaking letting you down. And I know that it's not on purpose. It's not, but at the end of the day, I'm still letting you down. And that I have a huge problem with. So, I just feel like I want to be honest with you guys. I always say full transparency on my channel, and I mean it. So, I am battling with myself on what I should do. I don't know. I've really tried to do a lot of mindfulness activities, meditations, cord cutting exercises and rituals, and just trying to move through this energy while maintaining my responsibilities. And I have a lot of responsibilities on my plate right now, more than I've ever had in the last decade. I'm not even kidding you. Before I started my YouTube channel, my life was really boring. I would get lost in these rabbit holes, with understanding spirit, understanding who I am, healing, all this stuff. And during that time, I didn't have very many responsibilities. I didn't even have my PSW job at the time. So it made my world very small. And over the past year, since I've been dedicating myself to my spiritual work, my life has gotten so much better. I'm so grateful. But I'm not used to it. My ego is not used to it. And so it's really having a temper tantrum right now. I think that's a part of it. So what I'm battling with is whether I should take a few weeks completely off. Like completely off. Try to reduce the amount of my responsibilities just for a small window, just to get some breathing room. So this is just a small intro to me inviting you in on a private reading that I'm going to do for myself regarding what the hell I should do with this energy. What's in everybody's best interest, including my own, as well as you guys. So thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for hearing me out. I'm going to finish prepping my dinner. I'm making a bulgur quinoa salad with cherry tomatoes, cucumber, green onion, red onion, and I think that's it. I think it's all I'm going to put in it today. Anyway, going to do that, and then I will get in on that reading, and we can try to figure this out together. Hey guys, welcome back to the Way of Truth Tarot. I just realized I did an intro. I don't need to go into another intro. Wow. All right. So I finished prepping my food, my lunch and my dinner, and the food for the rest of the week. It is 1:30 p.m. And after this reading, I'm going to have to get ready for work again. I'm working tonight. All right. So I'm just lighting some Palo Santo to reset the energy here. I've got my binaural beats on. And I'm listening to 963 hertz, which some call the God frequency. I need all the help I can get. Why am I sharing this with you? I'm sure some of you were wondering that. And I lead by example. That is the only way that makes sense for me to help people. If I don't do the hard work myself, I can't tell anybody. I can't help anybody or recommend anything to anybody, right? I need to lead by example. And I want to show you guys what real healing looks like, because not that you don't know. I'm not trying to imply that any of you are ignorant or anything. But I want to show you how when you're between the rubber and the road, let's say, of your healing journey, it goes up and down. It's like you feel wonderful, you feel empowered, and you're like, I am on fire, like nothing can stop me. And then you hit a wall. All of a sudden, you just hit a wall. And all of the limiting beliefs come back. All of the stuff that you thought you got through comes back. Why? Well, because as soon as we heal one layer, sometimes we find another blockage underneath. We heal that, and the deeper we go, the more little things we can find. And I just want to show you an example of how the tarot can be a very useful tool in helping yourself navigate the ups and the downs, the ebbs and the flows of healing. So, and that's what really started me on the tarot, was using it as a tool to help me understand myself. And that's exactly what we're doing here today in this reading. I'm using the tarot to look into what blockage is presenting right now, and how I can get the hell out of it. So let's get started. I'm going to find out what's in my best interest right now, regarding taking a bit of a break to recharge, where this blockage is coming from. I'm going to be using the Sacred Woundings deck to find out what wound is attached to this that I don't realize. I'm going to use Heart's Hidden Secrets Oracle to see the energy, the energy signature of what's going on, just to understand it a little bit deeper. And then the Unveiled Tarot. And I'm specifically using this deck because it's intended to show windows into illusions. So that is my plan. I'm just going to say my attunement prayer. I graciously call upon my guardian angels, spirit guides, ancestors, ascended masters, and loved ones on the other side. I humbly ask you to assist me with the knowledge and answers I seek in this reading with the highest vibrational frequency as possible. I'm forever grateful for the gift of intuition that has been bestowed on me, and intend to use this gift for the highest good, healing, and to bring myself and others peace. Thank you for being by my side for this reading, Adani. Okay, let's get started. Just want to make sure that you can see. All right. Just trying to formulate a question. Show me the origin of this energy that I'm feeling. Ace of Wands, the Empress in reverse, Five of Cups, Page of Wands. I asked where the origin was. And the origin of this, the Ace of Wands, is talking about how this blockage has directly affected my creativity, my energy output, and my action. It's right now my energy is the Empress in reverse, and that's not really good. It is preying on my divine feminine energy. The confidence, the intuition, me seeing my worth. It's attacking that. And that's what's causing this incredible amount of anxiety. Five of Cups. Yeah. This has gotten me down. I am disconnected. I am disconnected from my foundation, my spiritual, my baseline. It's like the carpet has been pulled out from underneath me is what it feels like. And it is affecting my ascent upwards. So think of this as a creative idea I get, right? And this has been happening this week. I'll get a really good idea for a video. And then immediately after the idea, this and this, and then it's so hard to get to the video. It's so hard to even connect spiritually, energetically to my higher self. Is this related to me cutting the cord with my father a couple weeks ago? My purpose? Yeah. Seven of Wands in reverse. Ace of Cups. It's literally, I feel like I'm barely keeping my head above water. Me writing that email to my father was me following my North Star. Me standing up for myself. The wounds that I have accumulated from our relationship caused this. Me not being nurtured, me not being supported, me not realizing my own power, my own divinity. And it took me a lot of work to turn this card upside down. And it's almost like, and before I never protected myself against him. He'd rage on me. He would say terrible things to me, demeaning things. And I would take it. I would not protect myself. I was always too afraid to stand up to him. And I finally did. It was a long time coming. I've been on this healing journey for 8 years, and only 2 weeks ago did I have the balls to actually fully put in black and white all of my thoughts and my feelings and my declaration that I am shutting that door and I'm locking it behind me, and he is not permitted to come through again because I know my worth. And it's almost like this is the last. I'm seeing in my head stragglers of that energy. Parts of the person I used to be, grasping to not have the door shut in their face. I'm not the same person I once was. I'm not this Empress in reverse anymore. And that Empress in reverse does not want to die, does not want to be forgotten. And so she's making herself very well known with this really rough sea of emotions I've been feeling lately. The Three of Wands. What now? This is like I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this to pass. I'm waiting for this to pass. Let me make some room. What can I do to move through this energy until it's, you know, tired itself out? How can I move through this energy with grace? Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands. Well, actually, yeah, King of Wands. To get my power back, I need to take things slow. Slow and steady wins the race. The Three of Cups. This is time alone. The Three of Cups is like usually circle of support and like a group. But what this is saying is I need to sit with myself. And I need to feel this. Interesting. The Ten of Wands, heavy, heavy burdens, a lot of responsibility. What's on the left side of this? The Devil and the Page of Swords in reverse. Both of you. So, and the Five of Wands in reverse. What these three cards are saying the Devil in reverse is saying that this is not a negative attachment. This is nothing to be afraid of. This is nothing to be vigilant over. This is not meant as a conflict or an attack. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. So what is it then? If it's not any of those things, which actually all three of these things were on my mind, I delve in some pretty dark energy, so it's only natural that sometimes you can be susceptible to an attachment of sorts. I don't give it much power. I try not to anyway. What's on the other side of the Ten of Wands? The World. Completion. So what this is saying is get the idea out of my head that this is an attack, that this is something I need to be afraid of, and that this is a toxic energy. It's not. It's a test. This on its side is a test. I'm literally being tested right now. And if I muscle through, okay, and I don't give up, I will come out on top, and I will be able to complete this and put it to rest for good. Okay, that's hopeful. Just making some room. Wow, I'm actually starting to feel a little bit better. King of Wands is really showing his face a lot. So is the Seven of Wands. And look at how it's like diagonal. I've never noticed a card like that before coming out. And what's this? The Five of Swords, moving away from conflict. To get my power back, I need to move away from conflict. So instead of fighting myself, which I have been definitely doing, instead of fighting myself, I need to feel this emotion. Instead of fighting it and getting angry at it and getting frustrated, I need to feel it. I need to accept it and see it in order to release it. Four of Swords. This is rest and relaxation. I didn't even ask that question yet. I was going to ask, is it in my best interest and the best interest of my work to take some time off? And that's the card. That card came out, which is what that means. But I'm going to ask the question and then pull cards. Maybe just so I'm not misconstruing something or anything like that. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. This is the energy he wants me to, and when I say he, I'm feeling it's a spirit guide. A male, a divine masculine type energy. The energy that he wants me to adopt during this time is going to be slow and steady wins the race. Is it in my best interest and the best interest of my spiritual practice to take some time off? All right. So we've got the Two of Wands. This is me trying to make a plan, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. The Seven of Cups in reverse. And then we've got the Sun. Page of Wands. And the Three of Wands. Yeah, so what this is saying is I need to give myself time and make a compassionate plan for myself. That's what I'm hearing in my head. Compassionate. I'm not being compassionate to that part of myself I'm letting go. That part of myself that feels like that feels unjust. And that's a little part of myself that I am walking away from along with my father. I need to make a compassionate plan for that version of myself, so I can see through the illusion and see see through the illusion and see the truth, essentially. I need to fill my emotional cup up with joy, because I really feel like I'm running on empty. And that is going to help me ascend and make plans to move on. Let's pull a couple of Heart's Hidden Secrets. Wow, apology and forgiveness to that old version of myself. When I said a compassionate plan, I need to write an apology to that part of myself and forgive it. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to write that part of myself a letter, and then I'm going to burn it. Shallow, empty, hollow, and boredom. I need to find my joy again. It's this word, empty, that I've been feeling for the past week. And this is an interesting card. And this is an indication that my root chakra is blocked. Sexual energy. I'm celibate. I've been celibate for 8 years. I'm totally fine with that. Just waiting for somebody to share my life with. That's the only time I am physically intimate with a person. Like no one night stands for me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just not for me. But what this is saying is, remember how we got the Empress in reverse? That's what this card is saying, is that my divine feminine energy is lacking, and there is a root chakra which governs over sexual energy. So that is a blockage that I need to work through. Wowzers, okay. And last but not least, let's get the wound that is on its way out. That's hanging on for dear life. Oh my God. Wow. So, you know how I've been talking about how, like, I feel like there's a lot on my plate. The wound of the chosen burden. Picked for responsibility, not love. This wound arises when you're valued, when you're valued for what you do, but not for who you are. You were leaned on, depended on, yet rarely nurtured. And that is exactly I was never nurtured by my father. Like, literally never. Like, he doesn't even know what that means. It can leave you feeling useful but unloved, burdened by duty, and aching to be chosen simply for being you. So this directly is related to the Empress in reverse card. I need to value myself. It's not that other people don't value me. I mean, with my father, yes, he's never treated me like I'm a valuable person or that he values me. So in that regard, specifically to him, but as far as other people are concerned, the majority of the people that I've chosen to have in my life, they do absolutely nurture me. But this is directly attached to that old version of myself that I'm trying to release along with my father. And it's hard. It's making things really hard to show up for. And I'm talking about just doing normal things for myself, like going grocery shopping, tax appointments. I've been managing to do it all, but I'm having to force myself to the point where I'm white knuckling it. And then it's having this effect in my reality where everything I plan gets diverted. So it's almost like my spirit guides are like, okay, you're going to break. You're going to break. You are going to break at any moment. So we have to take some stuff off your plate because you're not doing it yourself. So what is this going to look like? The one issue that I have is to my members. You guys pay me a month, monthly, to do that Zoom group with you and to give you content. So that is not going to stop. I still, at the end of the day, need to be as responsible as I possibly can, regardless of other things. And I'm really hoping that after acknowledging and seeing things for how they are, my it's going to help. I need to believe that. Beliefs and thoughts become things. So going forward, I'm going to give you a members video every week. And I'm going to do the Zoom. And I'm going to do the live members readings. But as far as regular content, as far as looking into locations for Sebastian Rogers, and I'm going to maintain my private readings because I don't really get too many of those. So I have no problem doing that. And that is, I get a lot of joy out of my private readings. They mean a lot to me. And so that's not going to stop. But going forward, expect members video once a week, deep diver group probably every 2 weeks, and then members reading once a week. That to me right now seems more manageable. But the regular content for like I normally do, I'm just going to take a month off from that so I can regroup. Thank you so much for being with me for this reading, and I hope you were able to see how the tarot can actually really help you figure your crap out without the hefty price tag of a therapist. I wish you guys all the best, and thank you so much for all of your support and believing in me, because I don't know where I'd be without you. And I truly mean that. So, without further ado, I'm going to say goodbye just for now. And I will see you in a couple days with subscriber readings.